It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Seahawks and the Falcons, next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewer up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love...
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talented quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Complete to DK Metcalf. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Walker now from the gun. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Myers' kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. They're led out by a QB who made his starting debut all the way back in 2012. You weren't still playing then, were you, Brock? He's found plenty of touchdowns since then. It's Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Play action now for Cousins. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. Complete to Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, around to Robinson. Along the sideline, past midfield. And he's finally brought down at the 33. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I can still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is don't ever try that again.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Falcons will take over. First down throw for Cousins. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Completes some mustard on that throw to Bijan.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Now Cousins again. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense running out now. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. Walker on first down. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He finds Fant. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Here's Cousins now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's going to be a gain of 5 on what will be the final play of our opening quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That's taken in at the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawks football. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. They'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackled by Rook Orororo. A 5-yard gain helps, but they need a dozen now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. To the air, Cousins. Throw left side, complete. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. A give up the gut to Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dropping back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Walker running to the right. Broke through the tackle. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running with Walker again. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. 2nd and 10 now. Has it downfield, working the left. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks. 1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Cousins. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Another carry for Robinson. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 17. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Now it's Cousins. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. It's incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
The kick by Lutz is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here, although if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. He's got it! And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. Looking for an open man. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Whether they were keyed on him expecting that run, or in case of a throw, it worked either way for the defense. When the QB broke for the line, they broke with him, and they drug him down short of the sticks.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine, because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. 1st and 10, here's Cousins. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. We'll pause. They're not ready to kick it quite yet, and take a timeout. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 2nd and 12 now. Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. DeMarco Helms there on the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He'll throw it. He's on the move. He's running for it. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it into the hands of Walker. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now looking to throw. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cousins. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cousins. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Throwing on second and real long here. It's caught, Warren. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. All right, back to the ground game here. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And that is where they'll start the next drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line, 1st and 10. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Setting up a throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing third and long.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Back now, pressure on its way. On the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now we'll send you from one end of the country all the way to the other. Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Ewer.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
27-yard line.
Here's Cousins. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down. Here's Cousins now. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Mano y mano, so many battles there at the line of scrimmage, and it does come down to those one-on-one situations. Who's put in the work, who's put in the effort, and who can execute to create that negative play, that big sack for this defense.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Picked up at the 38. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now an inside give to Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got a man left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Touchdown, Seattle! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks lead by 15 now. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up. Robinson on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just one more yard to move the chains. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Throwing his Cousins. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Falcons first down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air, Cousins. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And 4th and 4 coming up. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Walker hauls it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Pass complete to Walker. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
The screen pass falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Walker now from the gun. Blast through midfield. And he's down to the 42-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to the air here. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 36. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And that keeps the lead at 12.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Cousins. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Cousins. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Looking right, and he finds him. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and long.
He's dropping back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Falcons will take over. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Staying with Robinson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Gets him 5 back on that 1st down run. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long. It's Cousins. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one intended for Drake London. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Walker. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go with Walker here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
He gets it away now from his own end zone. Punt taken near midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins makes the play. Man, not even the shorter throws are safe in this one, partner. That is some aggressive coverage to be playing for picks that close to the line.
Yeah, not in this league. You know, maybe Pop Warner High School, even in college, but not in this league. There is no gimmies. You have to have a sense of urgency at all times because these defenders are too good. They'll go and take it away no matter where they throw it on the field.
They send the tight end in motion left. Walker on 1st down. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. It's Walker on the option. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Running with Walker again. He has the 1st and still going past the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The give now to Walker. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. Into the hands of Walker. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
1 yard on the play, and now they've got 4th down and 6.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult. Now 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 34.
Another carry for Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down throw for Cousins. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Algier gets it on the draw. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They manage just 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Their punter making his way out now. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st.
Automatic 1st down.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Walker on 2nd. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Looking for a throw here. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd and long for him here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 32. It's caught, Warren. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Cousins out of the pistol here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Play action now for Cousins. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Cousins again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Staying with Walker. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing from the gun here. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw now. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Walker now from the gun. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. Trying again, Walker. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow the lead now to 22 points. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. Finds his target, Robinson. And this one doesn't go far. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Falcons trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that means 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Walker running to the right. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
A give up the gut to Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.